He's in a world where, like, most people, 90% or something, get some kind of weird mutation power or whatever. Superheroes are a thing. He wants to be one. He likes the bestest superhero ever. Is basically their world's Superman, right? He's literally the #1 top-ranked blah blah blah. But then he finds out that he doesn't have powers when he's a kid. So then he decides he can't be a superhero. And then he does nothing until, like, the end of middle school, right? God, this whole plot's so stupid. And they have special hero high schools, and he wants to go into the most bestest superhero special high school. The main guy, All Might, the best superhero, went to that he likes so much. And they have him talk about how much he wants to get in there and blah blah blah, but he's never done anything for it. He doesn't work out, he doesn't lift weights, he doesn't, like, run or anything. He doesn't do any sort of martial arts or whatever. He doesn't practice with, like, a BB gun or something even. He does nothing. And the only reason he even gets to be a main character is because he cries and bitches and whines when he happens to meet the main superhero guy, who happens to have the ability to pass on his ability, even though that apparently isn't normally a thing. And Deku's just such a good person that he gets it for whining and crying, and one time he ran toward a bad guy to save his childhood friend. Even though he wasn't successful, and this is only short-term impulses, right? He didn't do anything long-term to be able to help people. He just did it in the heat of the moment, and that proves what a good person he is, because he ran toward danger. Wow. So he gets the power, that's it. That's all he needed to... That was the whole basis. Except he's so weak and shitty that he has to go work out for a couple months or something before the high school thing to even be able to kind of use a tiny bit of the ability he's been given. Because he never cared to work out or anything. He just watched the superhero stuff. He wrote in his journal. He collected figurines, and he's basically a Redditor. Okay? Like the kind you don't want to be, the stereotypical kind with the Funko Pops and everything, right? And so this lazy, greedy bastard who whines and cries constantly gets to be the most bestest superhero ever and gets the most bestest special powers from his most favorite superhero, also happens to be the best one in the fucking world or Japan. And just so you know, there's other kids who get into not just a superhero high school thing, but the best one. The one he wants to get into. One kid just has a fucking tail, okay? He has a tail. He does martial arts. They don't say he has super strength or speed or... He literally just has practiced martial arts and he has a fucking tail, okay? Like a weird fat monkey tail that he can, like, hang off of stuff with. That's his power. Another kid is like a midget who can throw sticky globs of hair. A lot of these dudes don't even have very good... Yet they got in. Oh, gee, why didn't he try doing martial arts like that guy? Oh, I guess he didn't really give a shit, did he? So he never even needed the powers. And he never really wanted to be a fucking hero that much, especially not the best who gets in the best super special school, like a little shit. I fucking hate this kid, dude. I hate him so much. And he's the main character, and you're supposed to like all of his crying and whining and jerking off about what a great guy he is. Everyone praise him. No one ever, seasons into it, never presents this as him being a shithead. Or, a bitch or anything. It's supposed to be, he's just such a good person, right? And he finally, he deserved it. He got it. Pretty sure one dude in his school had like a chairhead. And he acts like he has a tragedy, being a normal-looking human who just doesn't get to shoot fire out of his fucking... He could be just like you. Any normal person could just get the powers one day. I can't stand it. And this one dude, when they're fighting this big boss guy, right? This one dude comes in, a hero, literally just has a revolver and shoots him from across like a stadium. And that worked. They have guns in this universe and they work perfectly fine against superpowered dudes. He could literally have just worked out and gotten like a jetpack eventually and like some guns and been a superhero. But no, he didn't care to do that. He never planned on it. He didn't give a shit. He just acted, it's just bullshit. Just bullshit. And the universe acts like he's okay, like he's decent, like he deserves it. Fuck him. And they act like the bullying, that like he... It's not even minor shit, like he threatens to blow him up and he like destroys his shit and It's not okay, but Deku's such a good person, he acts like nothing even happened. Oh, you'd think this would cause some sort of problem between them. No. Years and years of it didn't bother him. He's totally unaffected. It's not even presented like he's crazy. He just, supposed to be funny. It's just stupid. All of it's so stupid. I can't stand the two main characters, like the main character and the side main character. I don't know. They always do a thing where they have to be friends and rivals. Naruto, Sasuke, blah, blah, blah. Goku, Vegeta, you know, all that shit. Ippo and that one guy. I don't remember. It's always trash. No one cares. No one cares about the rivalry. Especially when it's written like shit. This is a hugely popular thing, too. I'm not picking some random trash. I only watched it because there was a cute frog girl. They kept seeing the cute face on this years ago in like profile pictures, and I want to know what that was from. Found out it was a show. Tried watching it. She's not in it much. And even when he fucking worked out, he didn't even do that on his own. He had the special superhero, most special guy, train him, make a whole workout schedule and everything, be his personal trainer, run with him, go around with him, right? Take him to like locations to help him train, and even gave him a meal plan or something, I think. Like, yeah, no shit, you can get in shape when you're a teenager, there's nothing physically wrong with you, and you have a perfect, amazing personal trainer 24/7. Like, no shit, but he never took the initiative himself. Like, you can even look online, this isn't some ancient current year or the future, like, it's not that hard. He never gave a shit. They do the anime speeches where he whines and he cries all the time about every fucking thing. God damn it. I hate these characters, dude. I hate when the whole reason the main character is the main character, you know, people think he's so great, is because he's just not an object piece of shit, right? I think it was like a show I tried watching, Ushio no Tora or something. And it's always like, oh, I think humans are bad, some spirit, but this guy's not, he didn't try to murder me. I guess he's a saint, basically. He's not a complete piece of shit. Oh, wow, he tried to save a kid. I guess that means he's the greatest hero of all time. He's truly a saint. He's crying constantly. That makes him the best person ever. What a great... Fuck these people. I can't stand this shit. Try watching Gundam. It's just a bunch of effeminate teenage boys crying in a cockpit about how war is bad and they hate having a superpowered robot. You know who feels bad? The dudes with the shitty little one-eyed robots who are they're fodder for you. They're things for you to blow up to make your robot look cooler. Anyway, I hate Deku, that's the point. Just to be clear, this isn't some isekai shit, right? He's been in this world the whole time. He's known superheroes are a thing. He knew about the dude with the jetpack, dudes with guns. He knew he could be one. He'd know about dudes who just do martial arts or something. And just have a tail or some shit. He knew he could be one. Just maybe not the best top tier superhero, right? But he still didn't do anything his whole life to even try to get close to getting into his special little school or anything, or being one at all. And he's not even like poor, not like that would stop you from ever exercising or anything, but he's somewhere around middle class. He lives in a nice city. His mom seems good, makes homemade food and everything. He could have easily, instead of buying all those figurines and everything, bought some weights, worked out a bit. I mean, my God. Nothing was stopping him. Probably gotten some sort of martial arts class or something. He could have done something online. He could have fucked around, tried to make some little gadget or something cheap. I don't know, anything. He did nothing. But he also cries constantly, gives anime speeches about how badly he's always wanted to be a superhero and it's the most important thing to him and blah 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 and he just wants to help you. It's a piece of shit and he's a fucking liar, okay? Fuck Deku. I hate Deku. I hate Deku.